You're focusing on renaming basis for Confederate generals. You said just now to Senator King that to a man and to a woman, we would rather be associated with the old Confederate names. Well, I am one of those women. I served at Fort Rucker, Alabama, a base that was named for a traitor who took arms against the United States of America, led troops who killed Americans. It was renamed for Mike Novosel, a Medal of Honor recipient, who in his citation for the Medal of Honor includes that he saved 29 American lives, to include hovering backwards in a helicopter towards an enemy bunker where a wounded American was laying and saved that person, including after being taken fire himself. I know a little something about what it takes to fly a helicopter when you've been hit by enemy fire. That was heroic. I'd rather be associated with Mike Novosel than a failed Confederate traitor.
Dale Jackson here for Yellowhammer Now. Let's talk a little bit about the dust-up between Pete Hegseth, the Secretary of Defense, and a senator from Illinois, Tammy Duckworth. The Democratic senator is very upset because she went to Fort Rucker and she wasn't happy to be associated with a failed Confederate traitor. Okay, fine. That's great and all. But that's not what the base is named after right now.
News from the Wiregrass. What was once named Fort Rucker was changed to Fort Novosel during the Biden administration. Now it's going to be back to Fort Rucker, but in memory of a different Rucker. President Trump announced the name change this week, but has to be named after somebody different because of a law that says military installations cannot commemorate the Confederacy. So instead of renaming Fort Novosel back in honor of the Confederate Edmund Rucker, it'll be renamed for Captain Edward Rucker, who served in World War I.
Senator Duckworth's argument doesn't even really make sense at this point because the base is not named for a Confederate traitor. She's just trying to virtue signal because at one point it was named for a Confederate general. Now it's named after a World War I aviator. So what exactly is the problem? And Hegseth is right, by the way. When I say I went to Fort Jackson, I'm proud of that. But when I say I went to Fort Gordon, I'm proud of that. I'm not talking about the history of the guy the base is named after. It was the same thing with Fort Rucker when they changed its name. Everyone understands this. She should know this, having served in the military honorably. But she's out here trying to make points for people who do not give a damn about this kind of stuff. So they feel better about themselves for some reason because they stopped a Confederate general from having a base named after him. It is accomplishing nothing. Hegseth is 100% right. I'm glad they're switching the names back because they never should have changed them in the first place.